Hello, lovely listeners and viewers. Welcome to Flowing with Angels. Thank you so much for joining me for a new, angelically inspired tarot and oracle card reading. And today we are going to look at what the upcoming season of spring has in store for you, and in particular, what blessings are coming in for you. So let's dive straight in. I have prepared 2 oracle cards and 2 runes for you that will give you an impression of what to expect for the next 3 months. The first card is a lovely oracle card from the Herbal Healing deck by Sarah Baldwin, and on it we see a depiction of the burdock plant with the keyword detoxify. And as you can see, it is the roots that hold the highest energy of light. The roots of this plant are literally used as detoxifying medicine for the body, but the roots in a spiritual sense represent protection and endurance. They bring an energy of deep reflection, wisdom, and truth, and they reveal what is hidden under the surface of your mind, heart, and life. So even though springtime is a season of growth, the angels encourage you to pay attention to your roots as well, through a thorough examination of unhealthy attachments, stagnant situations, and hidden fears, mostly of the unknown, that may clutter up your life. Now sometimes when we hear the word detoxify, we think of a cold turkey overhaul of our life circumstances, a 180-degree turnaround. But the angels are telling you that this doesn't have to be the case. In fact, it is better to slowly create space around what is unwanted and then gently release it while replacing it with something that is more healthy and inspiring and that is a greater contribution to your well-being, nurturing your roots, so to speak. It is possible to create a change in your life from within these roots, from reflection and stillness, and then taking small steps towards improvement when sometimes the unpleasant people and situations are still around you. The roots tell you that you are strong and tenacious, and that you will recognize your own power if you start with an inner change that will then bring about an outer change. The burdock flower on the card shows a direct, wide line of energy to the higher realms, and its purple flowers represent your spiritual connection to the higher realms. And this shows me that you are guided, but also that this inner and personal change will strengthen your connection to the divine, fueling you with an energy of light that will accelerate in strength and power over time, and that together with your root system will form the perfect outlining of energy. Detoxifying is about simplifying your life, so you will have a better view of what is true and valuable to you. Do not let unnecessary clutter and chaos obscure your view, because having clarity is one of your greatest goods. The second card paints an even more detailed picture of this clearing and detoxifying energy that the angels say will be a great blessing to you. It is the card of the crystal dragon, and this card speaks of new, high vibrational healing modalities. A crystal dragon symbolizes transformation, healing, and spiritual wisdom, and it brings in an enormous amount of light and clarity. And this feels like a blessing of tremendous support and guidance from the universe for you during this very important detoxification process. A big shift in energy is in store for you. And I love that there is a beautiful big egg depicted on the card as well, which is a very suitable symbol for this time of year. The egg holds the potential of new life and new creative growth for you. And it is no regular egg, because I feel when it bursts open, you will emerge like you are reborn into a brand new level and phase in your life, with a renewed sense of expansion and awareness. I also think that you will become a lot more fearless, as those old attachments that you are going to get rid of this spring season are based on fear. And they hold a lot of fear-based energy and conditioning, mostly put onto you by other people. And when you break free of that with this enormous surge of dragon-like energy that will provide you with strength, wisdom, and personal power, there will be no stopping you. You will literally feel like a new person, living a new life within this lifetime. Two other keywords on this card are sound and color. And to me, the sound is connected to messages from the higher realms that will reach you through songs, music, or through the words that you hear someone speak or that you read somewhere. It also concerns the sound of your own voice. It reminds me of the teaching of Jesus, in which he says that what comes out of your mouth comes from your heart, and this is what can defile and dishonor you. And this is an encouragement to you to mind your words that begin as thoughts. Are they uplifting, inspiring, and compassionate, or are they filled with judgment, worry, and complaints? I also feel that you are going to speak your own truth this spring season. You will no longer hold yourself small to keep the peace or to please others. And I feel that you have something important to share with the world as well. Your own unique wisdom will be shining through. This springtime will also allow you to show the world your true colors. Colors enliven the world around us. And I feel that one of the blessings that is coming in for you is that you will feel more alive and aware of the beauty of the world around you. You will notice more details and enjoy the variety of life forms around you. Now let's look at what the runes are telling us about your spring blessings. The first rune, the blue one, is the rune of Perthrow. And Perthrow is the rune of initiation, epiphanies, and rebirth. And just like the egg that we saw on the card, it indicates energies and forces that are not yet seen. They are still shrouded in mystery and secrecy, but they are coming your way, and they will bring in positive change and transformation. This rune is connected to the womb of the goddess, so an important birth of something is imminent, and this is a time of preparation for you. So the angels ask of you to be calm, disciplined, and focused, and to be ready for change and unexpected events, and to be prepared for action when the time is right. And when we look at the second rune, the yellow one, we see that this metaphorical birth will definitely lead to something beautiful and uplifting for you, because this is Sowilo, the rune that represents the sun. Your spring blessing will be happiness, well-being, growth, and vitality. And I feel like you will be like the sun as well, radiant and a beacon of light for yourself and for others. You will be moving forwards with courage and confidence, because you have shed the load that you were carrying through this important process of detoxification and healing. Now let's look at some more details with the story that the tarot cards are telling you. The first card is the Four of Pentacles, and we see a man dressed in a red robe tending to his pentacles while someone is knocking on his door. By what we saw earlier in the reading about your detoxification process, this card shows me that you are setting healthy boundaries and that you are protecting your own time, energy, and resources. The man in the card is focused on his own pentacles, and he chooses not to get distracted by people that want something from him and that is not in his best interest. And this is not to say that you keep yourself to yourself all the time, but that you are using discernment on what to let in and what to leave outside. The red color of the robe represents a stable and grounding energy, and it reminds me of the roots that we saw earlier in the burdock cards. You are tending to your own roots right now, because your roots provide you with a stability to grow, and to handle the winds of change that are coming in, like we saw in the runes. There is a little tortoise depicted on the card as well, which is also a symbol of protection, grounding, stability, and preparing for the long run with patience, wisdom, and resilience. No more scattered energy for you, or being pulled from one direction into the other by people and influences that put a claim on your time and resources. With the tortoise, there is a need for time, a need for self-care and careful planning. And when we look at the second card, which is the Hanged Man, we also see this reflected. There is a pause, a standstill for you to detoxify and heal, because through this detoxification process, your perspective and your outlook on life will change for the better. The colors of the man's clothing are almost like a sort of camouflage in the woods. It is like keeping a low profile for a while in order to get your ducks in a row. And the man is drawing an infinity sign in the sand with a little branch, which symbolizes eternal wisdom, but also the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth. And this spring you will see a certain death and rebirth occur in your life. You are leaving something behind in order to birth something new, like we saw in the cards and in the runes as well. And these transitions are like initiations, so you certainly need to prepare and be ready, which is what this reading is helping you with. The little robin that we see sitting on the tree branch represents new beginnings and positive change and optimism. This little creature also shows you that you are guided by the angels and by your spirit guides. You will receive signs, whether in your dreams or in your waking life, and your attention will be drawn to them, and you will not miss them. And the last card is the Queen of Pentacles, which is just lovely, because she represents peaceful contentment, prosperity, success, and security. Now you are in a position to be generous with both yourself and others, because you are stable and strongly rooted and grounded and ready to receive the blessings of the process of detoxification that you have been going through. The Queen of Pentacles is sitting peacefully on her little bench, enjoying her life. She does not chase anything or worry. She feels secure and abundant. And from this position she is ready to sow even more seeds, as you can see a basket of seeds beside her. She is looking at the white dove on the tree branch that represents peace, purity and blessings, but also new beginnings and a strong connection to the divine, which is part of her stability and her security. This spring you will become the Queen of Pentacles, which is a wonderful blessing to receive. And lastly, we will look at some extra encouragement and guidance from the angels concerning your incoming spring blessings. We see a beautiful lit candle with the subscription, "You will be shown the way," and a pair of scissors on a card that says, "Disappointment in some affair." The angels are showing you where you have to cut some cords in your life, cutting the non-essential out of your life and cutting the ties with the past, which will make way for transformation and renewal towards a more authentic and fulfilling path. With scissors you can also cut whatever shape you like out of paper or cloth or other material, which suggests a new surge of creativity and the opportunity of self-discovery and new manifestations. What is it that you wish to create in your life is an important question to ask yourself. The angels encourage you to pick up the candle and use it to investigate all areas of your life and see where you need to use these metaphorical scissors. In a way, you will be like a candle as well. Just like the sun that we saw earlier, you are a light bringer, a way shower, and an illuminator. The flame represents your newly found passion and warmth for this new phase of your life that is part of your spring blessings this year. I'm so excited for you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you've enjoyed the reading, please consider liking, sharing and subscribing to the channel to help it grow and to help me put out more free videos like this. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. And remember to click on the little bell icon as well, so you will never miss another reading that I upload. I'm sending you lots of love and light and many blessings for this coming spring season. Until next time, namaste.